Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Raging Cajuns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Western Michigan's offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
First down for this offense. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's right on target. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Jet sweep headed to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some... defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on 4th down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
He's got it on the run, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Raging Cajuns will go for it here on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Western Michigan, 0.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Broncos.
That is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Street. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw, it's Winston. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this
lofts one high and deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one up. Out of the back of the end zone, it's a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced them to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. to throw. It's Winston. Pressure coming. Now sliding to his left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man.
And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Working that left side now. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Lets it fly. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. He'll set up to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
Moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that is exactly what you want when you're on. It's man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Winston. Using the quick game. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not focused.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way, maybe, to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Winston. Quick completion on the out. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Headed to the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Louisiana! And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Quickly complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. He's going to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill. And
just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Back to throw. It's Winston. Makes his connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Direct snap. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
28, Louisiana, 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field in play action.
The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Broncos in the hurry-up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down for the offense.
Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
First and goal, Western Michigan.
With the run on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Winston. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and go.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Snags it over the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback, you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now on second down. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Racing down the left side. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to...
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Rice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out fast. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Winston, trying to get to him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983.